Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with me, Ricardo. Hey, we're gonna go straight to it, man. Former NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez, who was drafted by the New York Jets. He was part of the Jets. The Jets went to back-to-back AFC Championship. The defense that had nothing to do with him. You might remember him as the butt fumble. So this is anyway. Anyway, uh, um, Mark Sanchez is still in Indianapolis right now. Tomorrow he was supposed to be part of the broadcasting crew for the Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts game. He got into an altercation with a delivery man that had nothing to do with Mark Sanchez. The guy went and delivered food, and Mark Sanchez was walking the street, and after the guy finished his delivery, he's walking towards his car. Mark Sanchez started verbally attacking him, saying he shouldn't park there. I'm talking crazy to him about his vehicle allegedly. Saying a lot of stuff to him. Allegedly, Mark Sanchez mentioned that he was rich, all this stuff. Doing all that stuff. The man said a few words to Mark Sanchez, but walk away. He told Sanchez, "Hey, whatever, man." And that's too much, but bro, you're not cops. You're not this. You don't own the street. You can't tell people where to park. That's their business. Whether they get a ticket or not, that's let the cops deal with that. But Mark Sanchez, the privilege that he thinks he has, verbally assaulted the man. The dude decided to just walk to his car. Got in his car to just drive off. Mark Sanchez jumped in the man's car, started attacking the man. Right. So while the man was being attacked, the guy, eyewitness, several people said that the guy told Mark Sanchez to please stop, Mark Sanchez, of course, I don't know if he was drunk or not, but he kept attacking the man. So in self-defense, the man stabbed Mark Sanchez. And he had to be rushed to the hospital. Because, after the man stabbed him to defend himself. So the police came, all of that. So several eyewitnesses saw exactly what happened. Camera footage show exactly what happened. And Mark Sanchez, yes, he was in critical condition. Now he's in stable condition, but he is in handcuffs. He was arrested. He was arrested on the scene. He is in handcuffs at the hospital, and man, it's a disgrace. But according to the lawyer that I talked to for the gentleman that Mark Sanchez attacked, he's planning on filing multi-million dollar lawsuit for a lot of things. Come on, like you at work doing your job as a delivery man. He's delivering food to people who of course deliver food, want food, order food. He's doing his job by delivering the food. He parked his car. I don't care where he parked, unless he parked in my parking. If somebody parked in my parking my driveway, then you have a lot to say. Many times, I look outside, or I look whether in the camera, or whatever. I see people just pulling up on my driveway. Yeah, you know what I mean. So of course, I go outside to see who they are. Like maybe it might be friends of mine, friends of my wife's, or the kids, whatever. I step outside to see what was going on, and a lot of times they say, "Oh, I'm sorry." Being that I have a circular driver, most people love to come in to, I'm like, this is not a U-turn, bro. This is not a U-turn spot. But say, "Hey, can I help you?" And they say, "Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm just making a turn." I said, "No, hey, I have kids running around. I don't want you to pull up in my driveway to do that. Go to the next street and do that. Don't come to my driveway and do that." But, I have the right to do it. If you in my driveway or you park your car in front of my, in front of my house, I don't live on a regular street for people to just come and park. So if you are in front of my house, I own all that, so I have the right to come into you to say, "Hey, you can't be here," because I know I own it. So, but If you're on the street, that has nothing to do with me. That's your choice. You could double park, do whatever the heck you want. So Mark Sanchez, I don't know what got into him. You know, a lot of people, you know, people who were there said he allegedly appeared to be drunk. Maybe that was the case. But to come in and you see the man delivering food, you start attacking him verbally, and he's not paying you mind. He's getting in his car to drive away, to move, because you felt that where he parked, he should not have parked it. He doesn't have the right to park there. Who gives you the right to even to tell him that? You know what I mean? This is not your driveway. This is not your thing. But still, the man decided, okay, you know what? I'm gonna move. To make you happy, I'm gonna move. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna move. I apologize. Mark Sanchez did not like that. He felt, no, I'm gonna attack you. Got in a man's car, allegedly started attacking the man, who repeatedly told him to stop, please stop. Many people who were there all said, heard the man saying, please stop, and allegedly kept pounding him, hitting the man. So the man pulled out a knife, stabbed him. Where he passed out, allegedly passed out, he had to be rushed to the hospital. Of course, the cop came, and the men didn't, the men also had to be rushed to the hospital, as well. Several laceration, all the stuff. But what he did, when the cops came, they didn't arrest the man. They arrested Mark Sanchez. A lot of time, some people feel entitled to a lot of things. I've been in places where I'm in a park, I park my car, going somewhere. People say, hey, you can't park here. Oh, where are you going? And I look to see, like, but I don't, it's okay. I don't go crazy. I don't do whatever. I let him talk. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what happened. The gentleman decided, hey, he's gonna let Mark Sanchez do whatever. He's not trying to argue with Mark Sanchez. But Mark Sanchez, Sanchez felt, hey, he had the right to do what he wanted to do, to go allegedly attack the man, multiple, man. So the man had to defend himself, self-defense, and he stabbed Mark Sanchez. So he's arrested. So let's see what happened. Anyway, man, sports talk, like, subscribe, and share, man. Shout out to a lot of people mad at DeAndre Ayton, watching DeAndre Ayton with the Lakers. 1 point, he scored 1 point playing 24 minutes. You gotta look at the guy took 2 shots. He took 2 shots, man. This is preseason. We're doing too much. Let the team in preseason right now. I'm not even worried about that. But anyway, man, Jets fans, man, it's been tough. I don't see a path. Where the Jets win a game. I don't see it. Bullen Allen right now he's out for 8 to 12 weeks. You can say you're out for the season. What's the point of coming back? You know what I mean? What's the point of coming back? So let's see what happened, man. But people are just, as a Jets fan, what I'm mad about is the fact that Aaron Glenn put the spotlight on himself as the head coach, right? As the head coach of the team. Yes, there were a lot of the team were not disciplined with Robert Saleh, but the defense was performing, right? There were a lot of dumb penalties that the refs were calling. There was some penalty that but still, you came in with the bravado that you're gonna be, the team was gonna be disciplined, no nonsense, whatever. Dixon fumbled the ball, you cut him, right? You cut him. He should have been on the team in the first place, but you cut him. His replacement, His replacement fumbled twice. Call a fair catch on the 2-yard line. You know what I mean? But nothing happened. Multiple mistake after mistake after mistake. You look lost. The team looked lost. Undisciplined. Out coach, out play. Now people are talking crazy. When you look at it, Justin Fields actually is not the problem. The offense, not the problem. Granted, they don't have a weapon. Garrett Wilson's the only one. But he is not the problem. And so is Gardner got to step it up, man. I'm not, all the money you give him, man, is overrated. Anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Peace out.